of hosting the Australian team and then this SCO summit?
Australian team was a lot of fun because I was actually the only Pakistani that was considered part of the cricket team itself. So much so that when they won their cricket match, the batsman grabbed my hand and was like, "Aapne bhi."
They are having so many other problems. Might be they're not liking your taste. So how you?
They basically, so it's, they are a heavily invested group.
Okay.
So they have, with every 4 players, they have performance analysts, they have therapists, they have physiotherapists. They have a huge team.
आज आप ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम को सर्व कर रही हैं और ये कर रही हैं और वो कर रही हैं, मतलब what you did special?
I think हर कोई अपनी तरफ से कोशिश कर रहा है एंड आई एम सो हैप्पी कि कोविड ने एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दी है. बहुत सारी women have come into these fields from their own home. They're doing it. God knows where they'll go, and some of them are better than me at what they do. Friends
Who love nail colors, who listen to music, who read books, yes or no?
Yes.
Tell us about that part.
I think if I let go of that femininity, my creativity would die.
Cool.
And even if you ask male chefs who make pretty food,
Success to you.
success for me is finding peace in doing something that is creative and it just sustaining my basics.
Do you expect people to make you happy too?
Do I expect other people to make me happy? I used to. Now I don't anymore.
Today, from Women CEO Club Forum, I'm having the master chef of Pakistan, Rabia Shakil, who is the kitchen queen and who is spicing up people's life in Pakistan and across the globe. Am I right, Rabia?
Yes, indeed. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. And about her, she is the one who was cooking for the Australian cricket team, and she is also the one who was cooking for the 8 president of different countries when they came for the SCO summit in Pakistan. Am I right, Rabia?
Yes, fantastic experiences,
How
both of them.
was your experience of hosting the Australian team and then this SCO summit?
Australian team was a lot of fun because I was actually the only Pakistani that was considered part of the cricket team itself. So much so that when they won their cricket match, the batsman grabbed my hand and was like, "Aapne bhi aana hai on the ground because you did it." And it was really cool because I was in charge of their diet, their nutrition, their food safety, and they're coming from abroad, they have their specifications, so just working with them, traveling with them, being in this bubble of security with them all the time was a lot of fun and a lot of respect as well that I
Hello,
got.
Rabia. You're talking about the cricket team players who are having food allergies, who are
Yes.
having food preferences.
One is vegan.
Yeah, and so many are having so many other preferences, and they are not liking your sauces, or they are having so many other problems. Might be they are not liking your taste. So how you?
They basically, so it's, they are a heavily invested group.
Okay.
So they have, with every 4 players, they have performance analysts, they have therapists, they have physiotherapists. They have a huge team. And so when they have that, I had to get my menus approved from their dietitian, both with us and their nutritionist in Australia. So it was a whole process. And they did not want Pakistani food as well. And, unfortunately, abhi hamara exposure hotels mein itna nahi hai, so they needed somebody to come into place to be able to translate their needs. So they were very happy. They loved the flavors, and I fed them barbecue when they won the match, and they were like, "Again, please."
So it was basically the taste, or it was your nature or your warmness towards them that made them say, "Okay, come for the lunch or come for the dinner."
It was, I had to bring the taste as
Okay,
well.
number one?
Number one. Actually, no. Number one was quality and macro counting.
Oh,
So,
see?
these are international players. You can't, they can't eat everything and anything. There was no cream, no heavy cheese. There were rules and regulations you had to follow. And within that, I had to bring the flavor. So they were very happy. They left very happy, and some of them still message me here and
And I
there.
can feel that from your eyes and the way you glow when you talk about them.
Yeah, because they were so friendly, and it was kind of like being on a field trip with like a bunch of friends.
Oh.
They had this one player room where we used to just hang out all the time, and then I was like, I was trying to give them more than what they got. I was like, you know, Pakistan, I want them to leave with a good impression and a good tag, and that's what they said. And like even compared to our neighbors, they were much happier with the services here. They were comfortable here, and I was just happy to be a representative of that.
So happy for this. Now let's talk about the serious stuff.
Oh,
the
yeah.
SCO summit.
Yeah.
So you served the 8 presidents of the countries, including India, including China, and how many more?
And Russia, Iran. It was like all the
It's getting more and more serious.
all the controversial. So you can just imagine how. I mean, that Serena Hotel at that time was surrounded by 10,000 army guards and police and everything. So it was crazy. There was so much monitoring, but the reason I was there was basically they wanted to bring the impression of Pakistan to the next level, which meant that, you know, they were kind of, they were happy to deal with whatever Serena had, and it's a wonderful hotel that I really, really love, but they just wanted to take it to that little modern edge level. So they brought 3 young chefs, of which I was one, and with me was Chef Ramsha, another female chef, and Chef Asad Monga, and the 3 of us just had to kind of polish and tune and change the 2 very high-end dinners that they had just for that table of 14 with the presidents and the prime ministers, as well as again following all the protocols. There was like 3 or 4 layers of poison testing and taking things in test tubes and vials and all of these things, and within that we were working, and it was I think a little bit overwhelming in the beginning because of all of the security. The KGB is in the kitchen, the Iranian security is in the kitchen, so it was quite a lot, but fantastic experience, and with the chefs in Serena it was so much fun.
So are you proud to be a chef, Rabia?
I'm so proud to be a chef. I'm so lucky that I found this calling very young in my life, and when I see people, you know, in very office computer jobs, I get very thankful that my artistic creative side can be my bread and butter.
No, but सारे मसालों की बोतलों में इतनी गर्मी में प्याज काटते हुए उसमें भी मुश्किलें तो आती होंगी.
I know, but आपके ब्रेन में जितना adrenaline होता है ना उस वक्त, that carries you. It's like a sport. It's like a sport. You know, you play, you sweat, you bleed, you burn, everything.
And then when at the end of the day you're having a wonderful product and people appreciating is definitely takes you to another level.
Being a chef is the only field in the world that consumes all 5 senses. There is no other field in the world that does that. All of them.
Yes.
And I am insanely proud to be a part of that, and it makes it definitely far more challenging than a lot of other things.
Yes.
But I get to play with all of your senses and maybe manipulate them sometimes.
So do you think that this industry is playing good with all the women chefs around?
With globally?
No, locally.
No, I think we still have a very long way to go. I'm really happy to see that the awareness has come enough that there are people training and going into schools. But unfortunately, the lack that we have is the practical experience that those people can get coming out of that school, graduating out of it. And I feel like we haven't provided enough places for these people to actually get trained practically. And I really hope for that. I try to create spaces within my work as well. But I feel like more people need to jump on that train.
Let's talk about the teaching schools, the like cooking teaching schools.
Yes.
Name 3 which you can. Kotham. Number 2.
Scaffa.
Yes.
And Akhuwat Mushaida School of Hospitality.
That's all.
Yeah, those are the 3
that means trillions of girls and only 3 schools?
And only 3 schools, and you know, again, creative field, only a handful of professors teaching only a handful of things that they
and
can.
And Scaffa is for elite, sorry.
Scaffa is for elite, and Scaffa, I believe, has smaller programs. It's not built for. I'm not sure actually, but वही है कि I went to culinary school as well. I went to International Center for Culinary Arts in Dubai, and I graduated at the top of my class with excellence.
Okay, that will be my next question. Now that we'll be asking about you.
But afterwards, I thought I was, you know, हो गया मेरा, like I did it, and I went to Toronto where I was living at the time, and I went to the best restaurant. I was like, मैंने यहाँ पे नौकरी लेनी है,
और मेरी नौकरी हो गई.
उन्होंने मेरा 13 घंटे का इंटरव्यू, like वो ट्रायल लिया,
13 घंटे का ट्रायल लिया,
जो कि नॉर्मल है.
Okay.
और फिर उन्होंने कहा कि आपसे तो नहीं होएगा. क्योंकि आपको अभी तो कुछ, और मुझे लिटरली लाइक डब्बों का जो स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट्स होते हैं दुनिया में, डब्बों के नाम मुझे वो नहीं आते थे. सो एजुकेशन इज देयर टू पुट अ स्पार्क इन. You really need to do it practically.
Experience.
You know, आपको मैं किताब के अंदर तो नहीं बता सकती ना पेंट कैसे करना है. आपको कहीं ना कहीं उठ के करना पड़ेगा तो समझ आएगी. तो वो वाला I really want कि पाकिस्तान में कुछ आए, एक्सपीरियंस आए.
जैसे ऑडिट की इंटर्नशिप होती है, ACCA की, डॉक्टर्स को हाउस जॉब कराते हैं, तो मतलब फॉर दिस कुकिंग स्कूल देयर शुड बी सम एक्सटेंडेड programs for training the kids. Yes, for sure.
और अगर ये होएगा तब हम एक global stand पे आएंगे कि then we can send our kids abroad for experience and then also bring them back to put that experience in. अभी we're on the journey, but it's going to take some
Rabia,
time.
there are so many Rabias who are making achar and murabbas. There are so many Rabias who are baking pizzas and providing. There are so many Rabias who are baking cake. But why you are here and they are not there? आपने ऐसा क्या किया कि आज आप ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम को सर्व कर रही हैं और ये कर रही हैं और वो कर रही हैं, मतलब व्हाट यू डिड स्पेशल?
आई थिंक हर कोई अपनी तरफ से कोशिश कर रहा है एंड आई एम सो हैप्पी कि कोविड ने एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दी है. बहुत सारी women have come into these fields from their own home. They're doing it. God knows where they'll go, and some of them are better than me at what they do, frankly. So it's not about that. I think I just got lucky with a lot of experiences globally. I've been a chef now for 17 years and I started in 5-star hotels. So my base, alhamdulillah, was very good. Uske baad se it was just kind of doing the really, really hard parts of things that women are not in. That people are not doing, and that meant consulting and facing chefs and all of that, but it was only my practical experience that got me to be the boss.
And practical experience in Toronto, in Dubai, and in Pakistan.
And in China.
And in China. Woo! Oh,
and
you missed that
Beijing.
part.
We must talk about that part.
Rabia, जो मर्जी कर लें, whatever you are saying, at the end of the day, आप रोटियां पका रही हैं, ठीक है ना? तो फिर आप कौन सा कोई डॉक्टर बन गई या साइंटिस्ट बन गई? In this society, do you think you still deals with this sort of stigma?
100%. I
Still?
deal with it so much more. Because मेरी रोटी गोल है. No, it's true.
But being chef is a shame at times for girls as well. Not you, generally.
Being no, it is because it's a body related job. Unfortunately, you have to put yourself in a space. You have to exert, and a lot of families are not comfortable with their girls doing that.
Thank you for saying that.
And a lot of families are not comfortable with those girls being in such small spaces, and I understand. I've gone through it, harassment and all of these things myself, and I've just pushed through.
No, and I think so that they think that being chef is not very wow.
Yeah, they
chef हो अच्छा चलो फिर ऑफ.
मैंने किसी आंटी को अपनी पूरी कहानी बता दी और जब वो उठ के जा रही तो मेरे लिए स्वीट डिश बना के भेजो ना.
I like this part. But there is a positive side of this.
It is a positive
कि तुम्हें
side.
रिश्ता अच्छा मिलेगा क्योंकि रोटी गोल है.
In fact, ये एक misconception है,
Okay.
you know, because मैं तंग करने के लिए कहती हूँ कि मैं 300 लोगों के लिए पका के फिर आपके बेटे के लिए ही आगे पका रही.
You say that loudly.
Sometimes.
So how's it being like an independent? You're running a restaurant and it's such a wow restaurant.
Thank
So
you.
how's it like being an independent girl here, and how's it like going?
You know,
And not married.
and not married. A little bit tough of the
Okay.
not married part because of the fact that men tend to respect women through men.
For this.
Like, you know, if I want to scream and yell, it will do nothing. But if I get like a husband to come and scream and yell, it'll be like, sir.
सर ठीक है.
सर ठीक है, सर की और इज्जत बढ़ेगी. मैं चीखूं तो मैडम पागल है.
I like you.
So you do deal with that, you know, the stigma constantly. But I have learned that I have to bring an essence of masculinity to my persona at work to make things work. And I'll give you a fantastic story because I tell this to little kids as well. मैं कहीं consult कर रही थी and I was just carrying a bunch of heavy stuff down the stairs. तो उस restaurant का एक waiter ने कहा, मैडम तो बिल्कुल आदमी जैसी हैं. ठीक है, मैंने मुड़ के, this is what you say, मैंने मुड़ के कहा, अच्छा आपकी माँ बहुत कमज़ोर थी क्या? नहीं मेरी माँ तो इतनी स्ट्रांग थी. मैंने कहा तो फिर आप मुझे क्यों आदमी समझ रहे हैं? So you just have, there is a wiring in there, but you have to tap it in with just a little, you have to enter some masculinity and then you come to that to show that women are more dynamic than just the sweetie cutie pink princess fairy thing. It is you have to
no,
get a
no, no,
little
no,
bit.
let's talk about that princess face as well. So being chef means you're all the time on ground, cooking, dealing with customers, dealing with your vendors, but this young princess also exists there who loves nail colors, who listen to music, who read books. Yes or
Yes.
Tell us about that part.
I think if I let go of that femininity, my creativity would die.
Cool.
And even if you ask male chefs who make pretty food, they might say the same thing. You need that essence of femininity, and by that I mean the connection to nature, and this connection to beauty, and creating experience and caring for people. So I don't think my career is completely stripped of that, and sometimes it's difficult to be like that. You mean like I've never put nail polish after graduating because the acid, if you are cooking with lemon or vinegar, so it interacts. So ठीक है, I let that go, but that
you put on the earrings, or you can put up a lipstick or something. Yes.
Yeah.
So sorry, but I can ask hard questions as well. You have been to Canada, you have been to China. I know you personally too. So you have seen liberalism a lot.
I have.
Being there, working with top-notch restaurants, what do you think about the culture there? You have seen too much liberalism over there.
Yeah.
In the restaurants, do you think that Pakistan is opting the same thing in little doses?
Pakistan is really trying to westernize, where I feel like that is not the correct approach to even liberalism as it should be. When I was in Canada, I think I was also kind of going towards a very individualistic style of liberalism, which is me first, the rest of the world doesn't matter.
Woo!
And coming to Pakistan or going to any country that's like has maybe more of an economic dispersion, you feel like being a feminist and being a liberal means being a part of the community, taking the community with you. So what I saw in Canada was just excess for the self, and with that reason, because you're not connected to anything, it's never enough. You have to just keep going, and it was a very empty life. I saw celebrities. I saw
you can name him.
I fed Drake. I fed LeBron. I fed Coldplay. I fed George Clooney. Rachel McAdams, Notebook wali. I fed her. French Montana. I'm slipping now, but yeah, a bunch of these people, because I worked at a very fashionable place, and I saw insane amounts of drugs and insane amounts of alcohol, on-ground prostitution, the sugar daddy experience. I saw it all, and it was just relentless, and it was, the more I saw it, the emptier I felt like this place was.
Wow.
Because there was no genuineness in it. And afterwards I left that restaurant and I worked at a small bistro, and I had such a good time because it was out of all of that.
Wow.
Because that was a place where people would come up to the little kitchen window and be like, I just want to shake your hand because that was a nice meal. And in Lomi Pass, itna paisa, the amount of drugs, the amount of things, and all Drake ever offered and I declined was alcohol.
That's all they can offer.
And anybody else would be like, wow, Drake offered me his, he launched some champagne.
Whatever.
Yeah. And that's all. Like, there was no like respect given. He was like not giving respect to anybody. The women were half naked. Like, they were just wearing big suits and jewelry. They were wearing nothing else. And it was just it was a disaster in essence.
And I think so that this is what is known to us, but still, as a society, we
glamorize it and make it something to aspire to, when it's really, really not.
Very empty there, no?
Very empty, and coming here to Pakistan in that sense was such a blessing.
And you came back now.
And I'm back.
and then you're serving people.
And I'm serving people, and my sense of liberalism is to be able to create comfort around me and comfort for the people I care about, and other women as well. So if I thought individualistically like it was in Canada, it's not sustainable. I feel like it's better here in that sense.
Rabia, now quick answers. How do you do work-life balance?
Really, really loud music.
Oh, wow. Same here. Okay. Stress?
Stress, I really, I'm a creative person. I enjoy painting and drawing a lot. So I handle stress through that.
Do you read books?
I read books, but I...
2 books that are very close to your heart.
Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain and 40 Rules of Love.
All right. Do you have any 2 movies or series very close to your heart? Netflix?
Okay, if on Netflix, I'm not sure, but a series I personally love, Downton Abbey. I really love it, and I like seeing how the system works with the elite. And then there's this movie called sorry, wait, let me remember what the movie is called. Yes, there's this movie called The Menu, which was a psychological thriller, and if you really want to understand how a chef feels on the inside, you should watch that movie.
Oh, okay, all right.
I couldn't complete that movie in one sitting. It was that intense for me.
For you, for being a chef. Oh, wow. All right.
You know, because when, if I just can continue one small thing, when you are a chef, you become so consumed with everyone else's experience, and you just give everything to them. And you don't even know who they are. They could hate you, but you just give everything. So I think watching these movies and reading about other chefs gives me that, like, no, I'm doing this for me, and I'm going to do a good job for me, for you.
For you.
Yeah.
Because you will be relaxed means good food on table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay. So what is success to you?
Success for me is finding peace in doing something that is creative and it just sustaining my basics. I don't have a lot. I don't live a very extravagant life. I just want peace and I want to be able to cook whatever I want. Whatever I want. That's how much success I want.
What is happiness to you, Rabia? What is happiness to you?
What is happiness to me? These are very intertwined questions. Let me think about it. What is happiness to me?
Success was peace. Now, what is happiness?
Happiness to me is just to be surrounded by love, friends and family and food, and I got into food because I loved seeing and extending. I got into food because food is a language of love for me, and so when I get to experience and share that to me is happiness. Yesterday I fed my friends burger. मैं दूर से उनकी photo ली थी जब वो खाना खा रहे थे.
And you were happy. Woo, it's yummy.
Yeah, that's happiness.
Gesture.
Yeah, making other people happy is happiness for me.
Do you expect people to make you happy too?
ये therapy हो रही है मेरी. Do I expect other people to make me happy? I used to. Now I don't anymore.
Because you're grown up now.
Yeah.
You're a grown up girl now.
I don't put expectations on other people. Apart from, I guess, my family, I don't expect others.
There are, as I said before, there are so many Rabias who are cooking in Daroge Wala, Gujranwala, Tanliya Wala, or I don't know, across Pakistan, who wants to be Rabia Shakil. What message of hope and optimism you want to give to them? Look in the camera.
What message of hope and optimism do I want to give? Okay. This is what I want to say to the other Rabias who are listening. I am a chef because I studied food. You can be a chef and you can do whatever you want without just your passion. You just have to carry it. And an advice I want to give to everybody, because this was huge advice from me, from another CEO, don't wait until the packaging is perfect to launch yourself, because otherwise your product will be too late.
Ooh.
Just do it. And that transformed me, because you get so wrapped up in and you just lose that spark. So just go for it. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose.
At the end of the day, otherwise we will be lost somewhere.
Yeah, and let's work together and let's bring Pakistan on the international pedestal. That is why I came back to Pakistan. I wanted to be a part of this transition, this movement, and I was getting frustrated not being a part of this movement. So you just have to go for it.
Thank you so much, Rabia, for coming to the show. I'm so happy and proud that I have covered you for this Women CEO Club chapter. And I wish good luck to you.
Thank you.
You need to keep impressing people in Pakistan and people across the globe.
Inshallah,
and I know, and there is another wish from the core of my heart, that I want you to make tens and then hundreds of Rabias who can cook for the nationally and internationally.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you.